Okay, it's 7 o'clock, so we'll call to order the regular monthly meeting of the Wilton Town Board, and we will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Supervisor Johnson?
Here.
Deputy Supervisor Straker?
Here.
Councilwoman Klepetar?
Here.
Councilman Lance?
Here.
Councilman McEachran?
Here.
Okay, before we begin the action items for the board tonight, there is our public comment period as normal. Julie, is there anybody signed up for public comment? Okay. I can't read it. Is it Jennifer?
Yeah, your pen was running out of ink.
Definitely.
Mine fell through.
Oh, Jennifer, welcome. Come on up to the microphone and just give us your name and where you live and...
Clarify what was scribbled. Jennifer DiVincenzo, Tawny Terrace, right over here. I came last month.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I just wanted to, I know that there was a motion to an approval on the light that's at the end of Gaylor, but the surrounding neighborhoods, 4 neighborhoods are petitioning for surveillance cameras and signs to be posted that the area is surveillance and no parking. Therefore, it gives the troopers, because what we're noticing, and according to one of the troopers that has frequented our calls.
Have they been showing up?
They have been, thank you.
Sheriffs and troopers?
Both.
Good.
Yep. That, once they get there, they're either gone and they don't have anything to go on. And so it's kind of a done deal at that point. And it's always at dark, so that leads us neighbors to kind of figure out what's going on, which is always hard. If there was something there, another deterrent such as, it's surveillance, you're on camera right here. If we're not going to put a gate, we're not going to put a chain or any other deterrent, I think that also sends a clear message to what's going on. And as of this past Thursday, there was a duffel bag found full of drug paraphernalia on the ground. And so, like I said, this 2 weeks of sitting on something or wherever it was, stuff is going on, and we need action, quickly. I just happened to be down the road. I thought that the trucks, the National Grid trucks, were there to install the light. So I went over to say thank you, and they, made it quite apparent that that's not what they're doing. So, I just want you to know, not one house that I have signatures for have refused to sign. This is going around 4 of the neighborhoods that are surrounding this area. And so we are really serious about our intent here and would like, some more follow through on that.
Yeah, now we are on top of that. I know
I thought we agreed to put a barrier up.
You against the barrier there, Kirk? Jersey barrier? End of Gaylor Road, would you be against Jersey barriers with your plow or?
Solve the problem on Gaylor Road, eliminate the whole thing down there, period. We don't need it. We'll take our milling machine, cut all the blacktop, grind it down, and instead of going to the turnaround, go around the turn on Dakota Drive. That'll be the road, eliminate the whole turnaround down there, we don't need it anyway. And turn the property over to the people on either side of the road, because you would have to abandon and officially abandon that section. Half of it goes to one property owner, half goes to the other property owner, eliminates all the lights, eliminates all the problem down
So
there.
if we put a fence or barriers, you have no problem with it?
Pardon me?
If we put a fence or barriers, you have no problem?
Don't need a barrier, just
Thank
do
you.
away with it.
Thank you.
Period, and we can do that in the spring. Solves your problem. You don't have to spend any money.
Ryan, I know we've been with National
Still be a good
Grid.
idea to have a light there.
Yeah.
They're working on that.
The light's already approved. They're
Yeah, it's just in the process.
So,
Takes
Yeah.
time, it takes time.
Yeah, I talked to the supervisor that was down there with the troopers, and he said it was, put in on, January 19th, that they push, community security on this. So I wanted to thank you guys for that, and as I'm, talking to our neighbors, I am informing them that you guys are, doing that, so, but I did want to bring out the priority as far as Thursday, things are going on as we're, pushing paper and all that, so, all right, thank you.
Thank you.
thank you. Okay, there are minutes pending from our January meeting. Is there a motion to approve the minutes from our January meeting?
I'll make the motion to approve January's minutes.
Is there a second?
Second.
A motion and a second. Any discussion or changes recommended for minutes? If none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? So moved. Next, Wilton Town Court programming proposal. I think this is a really, good thing coming forward for the town, and I'll turn it over to Councilman Lant, who's in charge of that committee.
We've had quite a few meetings, and they interviewed 5 firms. I couldn't be there because I had to suck in the heat in Aruba. But I have all the faith in the people who's on with Ryan that they picked a good firm. I'd like to put forth a motion that the town to enter into an agreement with M&J Engineering and authorize the town supervisor to execute a contract to proceed with MJ Engineering for the programming site development for a new court building per MG Engineering's proposal dated February 1st, 2017, subject to legal counsel, and I have all the paperwork here for when he arrives. Do you have anything else you want to add?
No, we just, we looked at 5 different firms. We took their qualification packages, interviewed 3 of them, and the committee recommended to the board MJ Engineering for doing the programming and site development phase.
Whatever the law calls for we have to do, we will do.
Yeah, I think it may be, we're talking about primarily the court building, but you may want to just kind of elaborate. It may be,
We have the senior housing there,
mixed use.
water authority, it'll be a mixed use. This, Heritage Society.
And built for the future.
Right, and built for the future.
So we have a proposal before us to contract with the MJ Engineering for the initial design and...
The programming phase and site development phase of it, which
Okay.
is...
So John has put forth a motion.
I'll second that motion.
Motion and a second. Is there any...
I had a couple questions
Well, yeah,
about
that's
this.
that's
This is
coming up.
appropriate to do then now.
All right, do it now.
Okay, so, let's say we hire this firm, and then after that, the next step would be to hire an architect to design it, or would
Yeah.
this include the design?
This MJ and an architect are a group, and we will work, the committee will work with them on the programming and determining the size of the building,
Okay.
location of the building on the town complex. And that's going to be working with the committee, working with the judges, working with the seniors.
Yeah, one of the,
We were gonna try and build it on the other side of the driveway, but we ran into problems, and we were assured we could build it on our own property, so we're saving quite a bit of money there. So we're doing our part.
and MJ Engineering was a one-stop shop. They had it all. They did their engineering, they had their architects, their...
So one other question I had is, it says that the thing that isn't included here is, there is help in helping the town writing grants. Is there any possibility that that could be included in this proposal to write grants?
We're only good
or
for
not?
30.
We write
a year.
ourselves, Jeff does, we get like 30,000 a year towards the court, so I don't, and I checked with things too, my wife working for the court system, there's no other money out there.
What about for the senior centers, senior citizens? Is there a possibility?
That is one of, number 12, is review potential grant opportunities and assist the town with writing grants for potential.
Right, assisting the town.
Right.
How about the
who's in
town
charge
assist
of
them?
Seniors.
That's what I'm getting at. Okay.
Who's in charge of the seniors?
Talking about the scope of services for MJ to be,
In the scope of services, that's what
I
I,
mean, we'll take, we'll be looking at every opportunity for what grants,
We're looking
may
to
be
save
out
money,
there.
believe me.
But that would not be the role or responsibility of of MJ to do that, but
that's really all I came up with.
I think it's important that the court building's definitely outdated. We need to move forward with this as quickly as possible.
Kirk, you had a question?
Yeah, I do have a question with the building. Does that impact the highway department as far as our storage facility?
I think probably the one shed.
It
probably.
could. We're not sure yet, but it could.
I'm just concerned about the pole barn that we have there now with the paver and the track hoe and the dozer, all the stuff that we have stored there right now.
We'll build you another one if it has to.
Yeah, whatever.
break down. We'll build you another one.
You're not gonna lose anything in the long run. But because of building it on the premises, it's gonna, because we're still gonna try to conduct court, so you have to build it, be able to still use the building, and then once it's built, then we could remove it for parking spaces, but it may fall on that one building. And we'll put some temporary storage in to keep that equipment under cover.
Thank you.
One other thing that I think is really important is to think about solar on this building. Have large south-facing roofs. Maybe the only time I get a chance to say this, so
Yeah, we'll bring
I'm
it up
saying
with
it
them.
now.
I took your concerns, we'll bring it up with them, see what they say.
Yep. We do have representatives from MJ there, Jackie, and I think that would be something that, as part of the design, construction, whatever you're participating, we would be looking at those types of options, I would think. Correct?
Yes, absolutely. We'll be looking at all those options, and in fact, in addition to some of the grant opportunities, there may be, some opportunities to offset some of the costs for alternative energy.
Just because you're not on a committee don't mean you can't come to the meetings.
I don't know when they are. They're keeping it from me.
Just bring coffee when you come. At least
So-
one.
Thank you. Thank you.
Any other, Joanne? Any other
No, I
questions?
think MJ's a great firm. I think it's great.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion or questions? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. Next, we had a resignation from the Park and Rec Commission, Tom Coons. We need a motion to accept his resignation.
Make a motion to accept it.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Hi.
Any opposed? So moved. Now we have appointments to the Parks and Rec Commission. Joe Bartol, who had been chairman for a long time, resigned, so we're looking to appoint Mike Myers as chairman. He's been a long-time member of the commission and is acting chairman right now.
Make a
Can we do
motion to
this?
appoint him.
Okay, we have a motion to
Second.
appoint Mike Myers and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. We have a recommendation from the Park and Rec Director and Steve as the liaison to appoint Darren Warren.
Dan Warren, yep.
I make a motion to appoint Daniel Warren to the board.
Is there a second?
Second.
A motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
I don't get the dates. That we're appointing him for less than 6 months?
That's when
I think it's to fill an
That's when their
unexpired
term
term.
ends, so you have to reappoint them. That's probably when their terms ended.
So one term ends 8/31/17 and the other ends 7/31/17?
They're staggered, the different members.
A month
Then we can
apart?
see if they do a good job, to reappoint them.
Okay.
Under committee reports, anybody have committee reports?
I have a report from the senior center, and Robbie's been appointed to the director, and she started a couple weeks ago. Everything's going well. They're getting a lot of new members. She put out a newsletter, and I'll leave a bunch of copies here if anybody's interested in seeing what the seniors are doing. Yeah, she told me they're getting a lot of new members and a lot of men, which is kind of unusual and great. And that's it from the senior group.
Yeah, I think the fact that we, hired a part-time director has been very productive there, and has kind of unified the group, and everything seems to be going good there. Thank you, Joanne, for your work.
Oh, yeah, my pleasure.
Thank you.
Before I left, while I was gone, we had a power outage, and we have generators for our traffic lights. I'd like to thank Mark Makins and the building department for keeping right on top of that, getting those lights up and working quick, and we had no accidents or injuries, and I think that was very important. So I'd like to thank that crew for that.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
I have one
yeah,
thing
go
also. At Gavin Park this past Saturday, we had a coaches challenge basketball tournament, and it was very successful. Raised donations for the Wilton Food Pantry. Game was exciting. Just wanted to thank everybody for that participation in that, and people who came, donated. Thank you.
we had, with these retirements and resignations from different boards, we had talked about giving plaques to people,
Yep.
to those. So anyway, I had Nancy Raleigh get those plaques. So Peterson, who was on our planning board since 1993, served 23 years. We got her plaque. She's not physically able to come up here at night, but we're going to have that plaque delivered to her. And then Joe Bartol. Joe Bartol, we have a plaque for him, but he's leisurely relaxing in I think it's Key West. And we'll be back till April, so we'll hold off on presenting his plaque till he...
He's a smart guy.
till he comes back.
Great.
Okay, Jeff, Controller's report.
Okay, the first item that required town board approvals are the 2016 budget transfers. Line item 1 should be 693, not 532, by the way. Any questions?
Is there anything that sticks out, Jeff, on any of these that...
I mean, you know, at the end of the year, we always have to move money for the salaries because of the merit pay is budgeted, and we don't know what it is to the end of the year. And then some departments are over budget because their employees are paid over the 35-hour week or the 40-hour week. So, you know, salt is really not over budget. What happened was the budget was $400,000, but because of the light winter in the beginning of the year, we took $100,000 and moved it over to, I believe, buy a piece of equipment during the year. And so the budget got moved down to $300,000. Well, as you know, we got a bunch of little snowstorms at the end of 2016. So that put our salt up to $349,000. So that's why I'm asking for $49,000 for the salt.
Nothing out of the ordinary here, then?
No.
I'll put forth a motion to accept the budget transfers and budget amendments.
Second it.
There's a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved.
Okay, next one are the personal items. Mark Mikey is requesting approval for John Hurley, Scott Arrington, and himself to attend the Adirondack Code Enforcement Officials Education Conference, March 4th to the 9th. It's up in Lake Placid. It's overnight travel and requires town board approval.
I make a motion, send all three of them.
Second it.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? So moved.
The last one, earlier today, Nancy Riley had submitted an email to the town board. I don't know if you guys had a chance to see it or not. But they had interviewed a candidate, I believe yesterday, and they decided they want to offer her the job. It's for the vacant senior clerk position in the buildings department. The candidate's name is Lisa Major. She would be starting at a base rate of $16.24 an hour. And they're looking to hire her effective Tuesday, February 7th. So this is a civil service position. Requires town board approval.
Make a motion to accept the hiring of Lisa Major at $16.24 an hour, effective February 7th, for senior clerk.
Senior clerk.
I'll second it.
Okay, motion and second. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? So moved.
That's it.
That's it? I mean, that's really it for the agenda. Is there anything, any other business that...
Supervisor, I'd just like to take a second to thank Ryan for all his hard work in that court building. He's doing a heck of a job for us. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's only the beginning. There's going to be a lot more.
Don't be looking for a raise.
Oh, that's no, we'll give it.
So when do you guys meet?
Well, you know, just one thing to mention, and I probably should have mentioned it under committee reports, but the Times Union ran an article, I guess it was maybe 2 weeks ago on a Sunday, where they evaluated all the Capital District websites, and Wilton was recognized as one of the best. It was in the top 3. I think, I don't know, if you went into it, you could probably actually find that we probably came out number 1 point-wise, but we were recognized as the 3 best websites in the Capital District area, and I think, you know, that's a lot to do with Jeff as well as Rich from SpotNet that does our work.
The department's heads have to give more information and Rich get it out there, so.
Yeah, great job.
It's keeping it simple, really.
And thank Kurt and the highway guys for coming in on Christmas Day and keeping the roads dry. Thank you.
So, if there's no other business, I have a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Thank you, folks.
Thank you.